thought I would genuinely watch this show.
Yeah.
And then when they finished the edit, they sent me the 6th, and I watched it with my wife. And my wife, understandably, doesn't want to look at me any more than she has to already. And she watched all 6 of them. We binge-watched them, so we loved it.
Well, we started, couldn't stop.
Couldn't stop.
It's a great premise. I can't take any credit for it. It wasn't my idea. But what I loved about it was the fact that, you know, these days I do feel more and more, especially if you look online, people are so... there's so much conflict. And it sometimes seems so silly the way people immediately get entrenched to, like, I'm right, you're wrong. I'm good, you're bad. And I'm very much of the belief that, you know, you sit and talk to someone, you can normally see their point of view. Sometimes you completely change your opinion, or certainly you soften it. Sometimes you can change their opinion. I wanted to see what would happen when people from very different kind of differing worlds, different ages, different kind of economic groups, and also different politics, both with a capital and a small p, got together. And the results, I'm genuinely proud of the show. I think it's really heartening to see that, obviously, there's some conflict. There's a lot of funny moments in the show as well. But if you watch those series, you'll see there's some genuinely kind of touching moments as people actually question their own kind of behaviour and their own motives and their own kind of way of dealing with things and come closer to people they thought they had nothing in common with. It's really, I think it's quite important, you know, and I'm not saying the show necessarily, but the idea is important.
Yeah. Absolutely. Can you tell us about 1 or 2 couples that particularly stand out to you?
OK, well, there's Tilly and Anthony. Tilly...
we love Tilly.
Everyone fell in love with Tilly. I got the feeling that he kind of felt like he had, you know, a tougher life than almost anyone he'd met. And then you realise that he has had a tough life, but then he sees it through Tilly's eyes. He sees what her life's like, but he also sees the lives of the people she's helping. And he goes on a really interesting journey. She's just, I'm still in touch with Tilly. I'm still in touch with a few of them, very much, and because they're really, you know, just really lovely people. And then we've got Nina and Sarah. Nina is a hairdresser. Sarah is a mum of 7. All her kids have left home now. And Nina was particularly interested in me because she's a Christian woman, and she said the reason for she wanted to do it was because she felt she should be more tolerant. She should find that tolerance. She should live up to the ideas in her religion. And,
How refreshing.
Yeah, really interested to see someone speak about themselves in that way. And they put her with someone who is challenging, it has to be said, and would admit it herself. You know, she's got issues as well, so that's fascinating to see as well. There's so many great characters in it. There was Sir Ben and George. George, very, very intelligent working-class man, kind of tired of being judged by his accent and his background, put together with Sir Ben, a baronet, who is, shall we say, if you put him in a movie, you'd think, OK, that's unbelievable. You know, he's a character, he's a very extreme version of a certain kind of British upper-class person. Fabulous and fascinating to see them clashing, I thought. And so, you know, and so many, all of the pairs were really well chosen. And all of them, with the exception of maybe one, got something out of the experience. And yes, I'm talking about Sir Ben.
Great idea.
No
Wish we thought of it.
Yeah.
Truly.
So simple, but so brilliant.
Honestly.
We have to say, next Sunday, you are hosting the Oscars coverage.
Yeah, not the Oscars.
Yeah, not that. So Conan O'Brien has got that
Not
job.
yet, John.
No, and they've got Conan O'Brien, who does a brilliant job, because it's a tough gig, and it's a tough gig. Yeah, but I'm looking forward to it.
But this is a dream, obviously, isn't it?
Yeah, if I wasn't asked to do it, I'd be sitting at home watching anyway. I always watch the Oscars as they unfold. I'm always interested to see how the Academy members have voted. I imagine you're both Academy members, I would have thought, so you would have put your votes in. You don't have to tell us who you voted for. I think you're probably forbidden from telling us, aren't you?
So, Jonathan, you tell us. What are your predictions?
OK, I think Best Picture is going to be a toss-up between One Battle After Another or Sinners. I think Sinners will do better in the States than it did here because also, at its heart, it's set in America, and it's sort of an American story, and it's an important story for American times. But One Battle, I thought, was a very interesting and very timely film as well. I suspect Michael B. Jordan will probably get Best Actor over there, and I think deserved. Incredible performance. Playing two brothers with just enough difference between them for you to be able to identify the characters, but feeling like there's a bond. I think Jessie Buckley will probably get Best Actress for her role in Hamlet.
Thank you so much. We've got to leave it there because we're out of time. But Jonathan series, Handcuffed, Last Pair Standing, brilliant, continues next Monday at 9 o'clock on Channel 4.